My name is Kelley Tuthill. I'm a wife, I'm a mother of 2 little girls, and I'm also a reporter at WCVB TV Channel 5 in Boston. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center saved my life. I found a lump shortly after nursing my 6-month-old baby, and I was only 36 years old and I had no family history of breast cancer, so everyone, including my doctor, thought this was nothing. It would be a small problem, we'd fix it and everybody would be happy. She didn't just let me wait and see what that lump might be. She sent me in for more testing, and I think that OBGYN saved my life. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, it was the Friday before Christmas at about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Even in that late hour, heading into a holiday weekend, a surgeon, one of the best surgeons in the country, was available at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. She stopped everything and made time to sit down and talk to me. I was there with my husband, Brendan. We had our 6-month-old baby with us at the time because we weren't expecting breast cancer. And she sat down and answered all of our questions. And then when we were done, she handed her business card, and on it, on a holiday weekend, she put her cell phone number so that if we had more questions, she was available throughout the weekend to talk to us. That's personal care. I mean, we live in a time when it's press 1 for this, press 2, and maybe someone will get back to you. And it's kind of an impersonal time in the medical industry. And what I found at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center were people that said, here's my cell phone number, or who called me at home on a weekend to make sure I was okay, to make sure I wasn't freaking out, to say, do you need anything to help you sleep? Just offering comfort beyond what you would expect in this day and age. And that sticks with me, it sticks with my husband and our family for the rest of our lives. We'll never forget it. Going to have major surgery, and it's frightening. And my surgeon, as I was wheeled into the room and put on the table and they were getting ready to do a mastectomy, a very scary operation for a woman, she reached down, she held my hand. This is the surgeon, not a nurse. You expect a nurse would provide that kind of care, but this was the surgeon. And she looked me in the eye and she said, you have a great team here. You're going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. And even in a, anesthesia haze, that stands out as being a very reassuring moment. And I think that was indicative of the kind of personal care you get at BIDMC that you might not get in other places. A surgeon that stops to reassure you that everything's going to be okay. One thing that I think grateful nation sort of means to me is about how do you give back? Once you've been through that experience, you really feel like you want to give back. And one way that I've tried to give back, a lot of women helped me get through my breast cancer experience. A lot of caregivers did. So I just try to give that back to the next people going through this experience. I try to help them learn, how do you find a good team to take care of you? How do you make sure your kids get taken care of when you can no longer care for them on a day-to-day basis? What I feel, the gratitude in my heart and the way I can express that is to give back a little bit. And I think in supporting places that give excellent care, like BIDMC, in supporting the next generation of patients who are going to walk through their doors, those are all ways I say thank you to the people who took such good care of me. When you get diagnosed with cancer at 36, your foundation is shaken, and you don't necessarily assume you're going to live to a ripe old age. So grateful for me is simply just waking up every day and feeling good and feeling optimistic that you're going to have another great day to do something important with your life. And I think that changes with a cancer diagnosis. I think I always took for granted I was going to be a grandmother. And now I'm just grateful I'm a mother and very hopeful that I'll be a grandmother someday. One thing that I'm so grateful for is my children. So to remember to be grateful every day is just to look at them, because had I been diagnosed with cancer a little bit earlier, I might not have been able to have them. For me it was a little difficult. I had 2 kids, maybe I wanted more, and cancer took that choice away from me, but it can't take away those 2 beautiful kids. And even if my life does get cut short, everything I needed to accomplish on this earth is in those 2 little packages, 2 little kids.